And as you know, one of the big focuses of the State of the District is how we're doing with our attendance, our average daily attendance. And we got to hear from and celebrate Ms. Lamb, Ms. Gold, and Ms. Calvello for their project-based learning and its opportunities for learners to really be a part of designing how they learn and what they learn. That contributes to our attendance being strong. And looking at our average daily attendance, you can see what the average daily attendance has been since the beginning of the year to date. And last time I reported, our overall average daily attendance was 96.44. So it's dropped about 0.33. Here we have what our total enrollment as well as the percent present day to day since last Friday. And you can see that while it's only Tuesday, there's a slight drop in our average daily attendance, which could be because we're getting close to the end of the first semester. And I'd also like to point out that we have pathway programs, such as the one pictured here, where we have students from middle and high school who are looking at our theater that is being built over at Milpitas High School. And our company, TBK, as well as Swinnerton, are sharing with them the different aspects of what it takes to build. And we got to every single meeting before we start, we have our NJROTC, and they do the flag salute with us. And sometimes they do more detailed exercises as they did this evening. And we had the pleasure, the board and some of the staff and I, of being at their inspection last week. And I'm really proud of the work that they did. Each cadet had some aspect that they shined in. What we got to watch for about an hour and a half was them going through the different aspects of the program and what they were responsible for. And it was as if I was listening to a presentation by a business, because they spoke of each other as colleagues. Each one had a role and a responsibility. They had outcomes, measurable goals, and described how they met those. Also, I'd like to point out that they have increased their enrollment by over 30 cadets, and that's because they're thinking outside of the box. This past summer, they held a camp. They've held a couple different events this fall to provide learners with the experience, such as a movie night and then a coffee, tea, boba type of chat. And they also created a recruiting video. They revamped and created a website. They've really been active in trying to make sure that others know about this hidden gem of an opportunity for learners. What I learned that day from the regional commander is that across the nation, about 1% to 2% of high school students go directly into the military. And surprisingly, it's a very, very small percentage of that 1.2% that participated in NJROTC. Predominantly, the NJROTC participants go on to institutes of higher ed or into some sort of career that provides a living wage. And some of the characteristics that they talk about, as well as Supervisor Otto Lee, and we heard from Ms. Lamb, is that they develop a sense of community, loyalty. They know how to get things done. They say goodbye to laziness if they were lazy at one point. They are on time, and they are not swayed by challenges and figure things out. And even things that might seem minute are really big, like making sure their uniforms are shined and folded and creased and ironed and looking really sharp. They take great pride in that as an outward expression of what it is that they're learning as they work together over these 4 years of their high school experience, and now possibly even 5 as our 8th graders are also entering the program. So I just want to thank all of you for the opportunity to learn more about how NJROTC is impacting your lives. And one of your parents, I'm not sure who it was, said that you are transformed from the student that you were last year. She said she never has to ask you to do your homework any longer. You help in the house. You keep your room clean. And she is just amazed at the young man that you're becoming. So Lieutenant Jackson and also Master Sergeant Whitney, I know that he couldn't be here tonight. A great deal of gratitude for the work that you do and the opportunities that you provide for our learners. And also, thank you, Mr. Schwan, for your volunteer efforts. Thank you, team, and thank you for giving up your evening every other Tuesday to be with us. I also want to point out that we had some community involvement by a corporation called Watchpoint Logics. And for the past few years, they bring books, 3 to 4 books for every single learner at Randall, and they also take time to read to them throughout the day. So this is an example of how, as we seek pathways to meet strategic goal number 3, and also increasing our resources as is described by strategic goal number 5, we can build partnerships that really benefit learners and again make coming to school something exciting because they never know what to expect. So thank you to our MUSD team for creating a wonderful first semester of the 24-25 school year. And that concludes this part of my report. And now I would like to, do we have a video?
A video for?
Nope, okay, that's it. That concludes this part of my report.